I want to do a trade review for today for April 21st. I took a few trades today and most of them are small loss or big loss. So end up having another red day. But I think I want to share some lessons I learned with you guys. So today there are three stocks, both airline that had earnings and they gap up on earnings beat. And it's this one. So we have AAL, UAL, and the AAL and the ALK. These are three airlines: United Airlines, American Airlines, and Alaska. They all had great earnings and they all gap up. And I wasn't sure which one to trade. And I cannot put all three stocks on my screen because I also have Tesla and Netflix on the screen. So I can only put two more. So I decided to put another stock and then put the airline ETF, JETS. JETS is the airline ETF. And I traded the JETS. So I ended up trading JETS. But as you can see, JETS here, it's not going up. It kind of moves sideways at the open. That's because UAL is moving up, AAL is moving down, ALK is moving down. So JETS as the ETF, it just takes the average. So it's moving sideways. So that's the very difficult trade. So I think first lesson is I will avoid such a situation because these are the three stocks that really had a catalyst. So I should focus on these stocks, even though there's an airline ETF. But that ETF also contains many other airlines which do not have earnings today. So I should just focus on the pure stocks that has catalyst. Secondly, because I cannot fit all three stocks on my screen along with other stocks, so what should I do? Today, after I review the charts, I found United, of course, is the best trading stock today. And there are some early signs of that, which is the volume. So United Airlines has the best volume. And next time I can use that as an indicator. So today I wrote up an indicator for the amount of dollars traded. So it was the volume multiplied by the share price. So that represents the amount of money trading the stock. And I break it down into a pre-market volume and the volume of the first minute candle. Because for United, right, we want to trade this 1 minute overreach breakout. And we want to see how big the volume is. So I calculated it was $88 million that went into the first candle. Compared to others, American Airlines had 70 million, so that's also great. Alaska only had 7 million, so that stock you can't just forget about that, right? There's no liquidity. Even though it made a nice opening range breakdown, a pattern, but it's going to be a tough stock to trade for the rest of the day, I think. And then, well, I think the ETF is the worst to trade. I actually traded that because it's not moving up or down. For the other three, they are either moving up or moving down. So that's a very clear trend. So I think first, yes, don't trade the ETF. Unless it's a SPY or QQQ, right? But for ETFs like JET, don't trade that. Also, yeah, so among these three, United Airlines has the best, highest volume on the first candle. I should trade that one. So I put that now and on my chart so I can easily see which one it is. I'm going to rank them based on this number. So let me show you a little bit how I did this. So basically you come down to studies and I have my study, and I call this, after I made the pre-market volume, the volume first candle, let's make one for the second candle. Let's say basically this candle, first candle is important, but second candle also kind of important. So maybe first 5 minutes. Let's make one for the second candle as well. See how much money traded for the second candle. So let's do that. I'm going to borrow the code from the first candle. And I'm going to copy paste this. Let's create a new one. So I'll call it my second volume bar. Volume, my second, I should say, trade amount, right? So the amount of dollars traded. And then what we're gonna do here is basically we want to grab the candle that's a second candle. So it has to be on today, and the time is 9:30 is the Eastern time market open, so it's 9:31. It's 9:31, so we get the volume, and we get a dollar traded. Dollar traded, I will use the average price because on the candle you see there's like a high and a low, open, close. So I'm using the average of a high, low, close multiplied by the volume. So that's the dollar amount traded. And then let's call this second candle volume. And I'm rounding it. So I'm showing in terms of millions because there are too many zeros, too many digits, and rounded it to 2 digits. I don't think I need to do that. Maybe just round it to 1 digit. That's good enough. Okay, let's add that. So I have that. Let's apply that one. Okay, I'm also going to save that so that it comes up next time. So I'm going to save this style, include the pattern and study set. Okay, override this. All right, so we took it out. So now we have it. So we have UAL, we know that it's $88 million in the first candle and $22 million in the second candle. So that gives us some idea of what people are trading. So I want to show you. So today, obviously, I have losing trades on the most money I lost was CVNA. CVNA, I lost $38 here. Well, $40. So the majority comes from CVNA. And if you look at CVNA and put this out, so we don't need this Alaska solo. CVNA here, you can see that the first candle, oh my God, it's only 17 million. So you cannot even compare that to AAL, not UAL, right? So I traded this stock, and it's the difficult trade because it went up 1 hour and then just come back, stop me out, right? And then I tried to take a short, then I made some small gain. So almost break even. It's very difficult to trade. And most importantly, the volume was not much. So that's what I want to say. I will use this indicator, the first candle volume, as a criteria to sort my watch list. Basically, these stocks are all in my watch list in the morning. But when it comes to trade, I can only take 1 or 2 trades at the same time. So I should focus on what stock I watch for the pattern or take this opening range breakout or breakdown. And I should just look at the one had the highest volume in the first candle. If I do that, I will totally avoid CVNA. Because think about it, once you become good at trading, your strategy starts to work. You want to size in, you want to put in more money into your trade. So you want the stock to be more liquidable, to have more trading volume so that you can scale up, right? If I try very hard to practice, be good at trading these type of stock, but the first candle only has $17 million going into it, it's not going to make you a lot of money if you want to size big, because your order will be very hard to fill. But this one will be much better, right? So you want to pick the highest one. That's what I want to say. Same thing, you look at Netflix. Oh my God, Netflix. So yesterday I traded Disney, but if you look at Netflix, you'll find it so amazing that that will be the best stock to trade. But just look at the volume, right? Here is the volume. Sorry. Oh my God, doesn't move. Yeah, so yesterday the volume was huge. So last time it had a huge volume here, which is also big because it had a huge gap down. But this time the gap down, like the volume more than doubled. Oh my God. Like even today, there's a lot of volume comparable to that day. So both days, Netflix is a good stock to trade. And so that's the candle volume can you see by the end of the day. But if the volume was so high, you probably can see that on the first day, it will be a lot. Okay, so this one, you see this first candle, 160 million. If you go to yesterday, it'll be much higher. But my script right now only measures current day, not the previous day. So you can change it to see how much was previous day. Oh my, I think it will be much higher. We can manually calculate. Let's go to 2 days, right? So this is the day we had a beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we can roughly calculate it. It was like $245, $245, and we have like, see here, 2.7 million share traded. So 245 times 2.7 million. So that's 660 million dollars went into the first candle. So if it breaks down, you go take the short because it's still below the VWAP, right? So imagine there are $600 million buy into that stock and the price still can go below that, then that's definitely a shorting that below the VWAP. Break the pre-market low and you'll go much lower, right? So that's very important. The second candle is also high, right? Second candle, we see that 81 million. So that's the level of volume you want to see. Again, this is super high now. You don't get that every day. I think a UAL is kind of a level you can expect every day, kind of on a daily basis. Oh, Tesla had earnings today, so we can look at Tesla. What would they say? Oh, Tesla is monster. It always have high volume, so you might have to look at how big it was at on average. Yeah, Tesla was good stock. Today I also traded Tesla. At least I didn't lose money on that one. So volume is the key. So if you want to take a long, right, you can take a long at the opening range breakout. That'll be here. Or you take the first new high. So it'll be here. You all can make money because it's able to hold this low for quite some amount of time. You have plenty of time to get out, right? So yeah, that's the volume. That's the beauty of the volume we should look at. So top lesson learned today is next time when I have too much stock on my watch list and I really cannot pick, I will use the volume to choose. So let the market open, let the money comes in, let this indicator shows me which stock is attracting the most amount of money, amount of traders and trading firms. What is everyone is trading right now? And I'll trade that one because that one will have most reliable technical patterns. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Hope we have a good day tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye.